Kind of putting yourself above the team, Dad.
Dad's cleaning up. He said he can hear. He's waiting for you, Jim.
I'm right here.
Yeah, but he wants a candid audience.
I'll wait for you.
Who's the group?
All right,
Nope.
then I'm going to be right
Okay,
here.
nope. How about ensemble?
Hey, there's
Okay,
2
we're
chairs. Grandma, we're not listening to you sing.
Baby, come on. Anyway, all right. So 2 of these are Sean's songs. 2 of them are my own. Well, not mine. I didn't write them, but. So I'll start off with one of my favorite Irish rebel song, and it's Foggy Dew. As down the glen one Easter morn through a city fair rode I, there are mid lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No fife did hum, nor battle drum did sound its dread tattoo, but the Angela spell or the Liffey swell rang out through the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town they ran up the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Soulvla or Sood Albar. And from the plains of Royal Mead strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their long-range guns sailed in through the foggy dew. But the bravest fell, and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear, for those who died that Easter tide in the springing of the year. And the world did gaze in deep amaze at those fearless men, but few, who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew.
Yeah. Good choice.
Thanks.
It's done a cappella. Wonderful.
I heard that.
The next is
Which I didn't hear that. But I heard
next
that.
is Sean's, the song everyone associates with Sean.
I've got the spoons in case I need to.
Thank you.
Judging by that statement, it must be around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away without doing this one, so Spence will help.
Yay.
Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, me mind been bent on rambling to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board a vision and I followed with the will, till next I came to anchor at the cross in Spancel Hill. It being on the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters and friends assembled there, the young, the old, the brave and the bold, their duty to fulfill, at the parish church in Clooney, a mile from Spancel Hill. I went to see me neighbours, to see what they might say. The old ones were all dead and gone, the young ones turning grey. But I met that tailor Quigley, he's as bold as ever still. Ah, he used to make me breeches when I lived in Spancel Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as brown as any chestnut is, and gentle as a dove. And she threw her arms around me, saying, Johnny, I love you still. Ah, she's Nell, the tinker's daughter, and the pride of Spancel Hill. I dreamt I held and kissed her, as in the days of yore. She said, Johnny, you're only joking, as many's the time before. Then the cock, he crew in the morning, he crew both loud and shrill. I awoke in California, many miles from Spancel Hill.
And the boy.
Wow.
And a boy.
Just waiting for the spoons, Dad.
Seriously.
I thought you had a solo.
It's
20
up to
seconds
tempo.
into that.
That's the song they'll judge you
That's a
by.
rebel song.
It's Uncle Luke.
Next is another Sean song. This is one of my favorites. Written by a Scotsman about an Australian, popularized by the Irish, and loved by the Americans. So anyone can pretty much sing it. And this is the band played Waltzing Matilda. If you'll just give me a moment. When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of the rover. In the Murray's green basin and the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, me country said, son, it's time you stopped rambling, there's work to be done. They gave me a tin hat, gave me a gun, sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. Amid all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember the terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well. He rained us with bullets, and he showered us with shell. In 5 minutes flat, we're all blown to hell. He nearly blew us back home to Australia. The ones who were living just tried to survive in a mad world of blood, death, and fire. For 10 weary weeks, kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me ass overhead, and when I awoke in my hospital bed, I saw what it had done. I wished I was dead. I never knew there were worse things than dying. For no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all around the green bush, far and near. But a hump tent and pegs, a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. They collected the wounded, the crippled, the maimed. They sent us back home to Australia. The armless, legless, blind and insane, proud, noble heroes of Suvla. And when the ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be. Thanked Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. But the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. Nobody cheered, just all stood and stared, and each one turned their faces away. So now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their dreams of past glory. I see the old men, all tired, stiff and sore, the lonely old heroes of a forgotten war. The young people ask, what are they marching for? I ask myself the same question.
My only criticism, no spoons.
I don't, we haven't hit a tune yet that I can get into.
You have a beautiful Irish accent.
Thank you.
Very nice.
And this last one, gonna bring you up a little bit now, because if I didn't, you'd all start weeping. But so this last one, I don't know if I'm gonna get all the way through it, because it's
The oxygen's outside.
yeah. Thank you. Luke Kelly once said that this song, if you wanted to be able to say that you could speak English well, you had to be able to do the chorus all the way through once perfectly after hearing it a single time. So it's it's a very fun song. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but we'll see how far I get. So buckle yourselves in. I don't know where this is going.
Give it your best
So
shot.
we're going.
It's like
we don't
Kelly's
need
driving.
roads. Well, you've got an A+ so far. This is just extra credit.
After a dozen of donuts.
Yeah.
While in the merry month of May, from my home I started, left the girls at 2, one nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut us out like thorns of bandaged ghosts and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling over the bogs to frighten all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, whack da. In Mullingar that night I rested, limbs so weary, started by daylight, next morning light and airy, took a drop of the pure, keep me hearts from sinking. And that's the paddy's cure when Aries on for drinking to hear the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me curious style would set your heart to bubble and ask me was I hired, wages I required till I was almost tired over the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the ways to Dublin, whack da. In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fair city, so I took a stroll all among the quality bundle it was stowed in a neat locality. When I looked behind, something crossed me mind, no bundle could I find upon me stick a wobbling asking after the road. Found me conic brogue, it wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the ways to Dublin, whack da. When next I got away, me spirits never fail and landed on the quay just as my ship was sailing. Captain at me roared, said that no room had he. When I jumped aboard, a cabin found for Paddy. Down among the pigs, did some hearty rigs, I played some hearty jigs, the water round me bubbling when of Holyhead. Wished myself were dead or better far instead on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the ways to Dublin, whack da. The boys of Liverpool, when I safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil, temper I was losing, poor old Aaron's oil they began abusing around me. Soul says I shall lay me at it fly. Galway boys were by and saw I was a hobbling with the loud array. They joined in the affray and quickly turned away for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the ways to Dublin, whack da.
Maybe I need to spend as much time working on my school.
Travis. Yeah, Jerry, your spoon play, man.
Thank you.
Next year I'll play the spoon.
CDs and merchandise by the door.